Good morning. So today, no standing Pilates. We're just going to keep it all on the floor. Gosh, I feel really close. I hope it's okay with you. Put this a little bit more back. Here we go. Okay, so let's come on to a nice cross-legged position or any position that suits you best this morning. Fantastico. So it could be on your knees like that, if you prefer, or it could be seated with a little block underneath your backside, yeah, to make sure we are nice and to make sure we're nice and tall like that. So find it a nice tall spine. So today, because of my injury, I kind of like that little prop underneath my buttocks. Okay. Here we go, that's a little bit better. It's great, it feels like I've got really nice long legs. So let's come on to the nice seated there. So take a moment there to really find and ground yourself. So both sitting bone on the floor. So I mean like equal weight for both sitting bone. And ideally we try to keep the nice waist. Good morning, whoever comes in. Although you're closer to me, you're a bit too far. I can't see who that is. Rosemary, fine. So let's nice long line, nice long spine through both sides. Shoulders relaxed, the shoulders are nice and level. So knock the chin down just a little bit to lengthen through the back of the head and relax your arms on top of your knees. So relax the shoulders. Beautiful. Close your eyes for a moment. I'm going to start our practice today with some breathing, the 4-4 count. So that's a type of breath which is brilliant after a big lunch, let's say, and you feel a little bit sluggish, but you still have to carry on with your day. So we can use it to tap into the right side of the brain, yeah, or on the other side, when you're a little bit wired, you've got something important to do and it's a little bit overwhelming, you're very anxious about it, or maybe nervous and worried, that is an excellent little breath as well to do before you go and do that worrying thing, that scary thing, because it helps with the left side. So the 4-4 is a balancing breath, balancing your flight and fight and balancing your rest and digest. So I'm a little bit worried now because I see a lot of people coming onto your screen there. I hope that you got all my whatever I'm talking about. Yeah, I hope so. Did you all get that? The first bit of the lesson. So give me a thumbs up if you did. Loving the dog. Yeah, you got the first bit. Yeah, fabulous. Okay, so let's just sit there. Maybe close your eyes, drop the chin down, and nice to, yeah, the top of the head towards the ceiling there. So relax the shoulder, keeping the collarbone nice wide and open. So with the chest is raised up without arching that lumbar, yeah? Nice neutral curve. So I'm going to count you in. We're only going to do about 10 round off. Closing your eyes if you wish. And c'est parti. Inhale, je prepare. So I do beg your pardon. Inhale. For a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm smiling because I can't see you just sitting down. Inhale for through the nose, belly rise for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just do 5 more. In 2, 3, 4. Navel rise. Exhale, navel to spine for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Couple more. In 2, 3, 4. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. In, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's perfect. So we're practicing the mindfulness side to your class today. You make me smile. Okay, so blink your eyes open there. Inhale. Let's drop the chin towards the collarbone, just warming up the neck a little bit. And bring the head back down there. And again, so only if you do not have osteoporosis in that neck there, we drop it down because we've got a flexion there, yeah, of the, the neck. So if you got osteoporosis there, just avoid that one. Chin towards the collarbone, beautiful. And back up again. Inhale, exhale, chin tucked in. Beautiful. And back up again. So let's bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. This time, drop the chin towards the collarbone. And back to center, left ear. Beautiful. So try to keep the shoulders nice and level. And center, right ear. Beautiful. And back to center, left ear. And back to center. And again. And center, one more time. And center again there. Fantastic. So from there, bringing the right shoulder this time towards the left knee. Lovely. So pressing with this hand towards there, or do what you can there. Really stretching to the side. So maybe not as low as me. And let's come back to center. So it could look something like that, and that's cool. Or it could look something like we twist and slightly bring the shoulder forward to stretch through that side there. Yeah, if you find that difficult a little bit. And let's come back to center, chin tucked in. Let's bring the right shoulder. Fantastic. And back to center. And again there, very nice. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And back to center one more time. Fantastic. And back to center. And again there. And let's come back to center. So let's place the left hands on the outside there. Let's have a nice little spine flexion to the side. And center again there. And again. I feel closer to you now. I'm quite close actually to the screen this morning. And back to center. Reach up and over. You make me smile. Yeah, I love this class. It's our little class that makes me smile. And back to center. And again, the other way. I'm not taking a piece, you just make me smile. And let's come back to center. So let's come on to your hands and knees, you guys. Knees in now with your hips. And let's come into some cat and cow. So today, if the low back is a little bit stiff, maybe press with the heels of the hand to hunch the spine. Look towards your navel or your knees there. So the head is nice and relaxed. Inhale back to that tabletop. And exhale, head and chest forward again. And again, press through the heels of the hand. Drop the chin down. Inhale, tabletop, fantastic. Want to maintain the synovial fluid walking along your your spine there. So okay, I want you that. That's a little bit more of a yoga movement. This one I love to include it. Inhale, back to the tabletop, head and chest forward again. Let's look forward. And again, so let's continuing. So just a few more. I think there is something going on next door because my dog are absolutely not making a peep. So I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just going to take my timer there, my phone there so I can keep track time. Fantastico. All right, so and from there, let's come back to center. So let's bring the back towards your heels there. Let's find a nice stretch through that lumbar before we start working a little bit more on the core. So forehead on that mat if you wanted to, or on a block, and start to sway your hips from side to side there. Fantastico. So either the knees can be together or keeping a little gap between your knees there. We breathe, breathe, breathe. Ooh. And bring your hands by your knees. So let's hold yourself all the way up, pop yourself to one side, and extend your legs in front of you, one leg at a time. Shuffle yourself forward, 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 and it's just, excellent. Let's just come forward, forward, forward there. Okay, so grabbing hold of your ball, you guys, bringing the ball just underneath the lower back there for a moment. So extend your arms, shoulders back and down. Inhale. I think that's going to be a little bit too loud, my music. Nice or spine. Inhale, draw the navel in, and tilt the pelvis. So again, I just want to add a little precision because I don't see you often anymore, or I don't see you in the flesh anyway. So when we tilt like that, if you have again a little bit of osteoporosis in the low back or anywhere in the spine, don't do the tucking. Yeah, I want you to come into straight back. Yeah, like that. We lean back. We call that the lean back instead of doing that little tilt. On the other hand, if you have no problem at all, the little tilt is a little stronger. I don't know actually. The lean back can be quite difficult, and this doesn't work on my back today. So let's tuck under. You tuck under, or you maintain the neutral. I think we touched on it not that long ago when we talked about keeping that leaning back like that. Yeah. And back up again. So very important. Keep the core in, even if we lean back. Inhale. Exhale, navel in, pelvic floor up. We lean back. Inhale, slowly back up again. This time turn the palms. Inhale, lean back. Let's open your arms into a T. So you're either in that lean or that neutral. Float your arms at ear level. So not popping those ribs up. Maintain that ribs nice in. So again, imagine that V in front there, drawing your core towards your hips, and that V at the back. Yeah. So you continue with your arms. I'm just demonstrating there. Inhale, arms at ear level. Squeeze those knees. And I hope, Rosemary, I'm bright enough. Okay, there. And so forward again. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. And down again. Exhale. Up, 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 up. And down again amongst the books. The great thing about that push-up, you can do that. You got something behind as well. Sorry, I get distracted. You can push this, and you got lots more behind. It's a magic cabinet. Very good. And center. And again, one more. Books are everywhere in this house, everywhere. Anyway, and back up again. We all readers. I think I'm the worst one to read. Anyway, so let's lean back again. So this time let's open up into a T. Turn the palms, tiny little circle with your shoulders there. So try to keep the upper body super quiet. Very little movement there. So I keep looking because then I hope to see you. Oh, slow it down, you guys. Slow, slow. You're going, slow, slow. But keep your head forward and circle in the opposite direction this time. Oh, hopefully we feel that through the core a little bit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those legs. And let's come all the way back up into a nice neutral. So let's change scenery a little bit. Let's grab hold of the ball, placing it between your knees. Squeeze the ball between your knees. And try to keep your feet a little closer this morning towards your butt so to engage that core a little bit more. Again, osteoporosis people, just go flat back here. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We don't do these ones at all. Float your arms above the head there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the ball. Inhale and exhale all the way back up. So give me some double leg stretch with the ball between your knees if you suffer from that osteoporosis. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Lower back, mid back, upper. Float your arms above the head. And Chin tucked in, let's roll all the way back up again. Really reach your fingertips long. Squeeze that ball. So the closer the heels are towards your buttocks, the hardest. Put your arms above the head. Inhale and exhale all the way back up again into a nice seated position. One more time. Roll all the way back down. Lower back, knee back. And let's bring your arms above the head there. Give yourself a nice full body stretch. Sorry, my heart keeps good. Yesterday, so I'm too old for this, I swear. So let's bring your hands alongside the body. And this term, I've got 20 people, I think. 21. 12. Anyway, so let's squeeze on top of everything else, obviously. So squeeze the ball between your knees. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, bring your legs into that tabletop. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the left side there, you guys. Squeeze those knees. Let's bring it back to center. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring the knees to the left side. And back to center. Inhale. So keep the collarbone nice wide and open. Keep the ribs tucked in at that big, pulling those ribcage down. Pulling the ribcage towards your hips. And back to center. We squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring your knees to the left side there. Fabulous. And back to center. Bring the knees to the left. And back to center. Knees to the left side. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And back to center again there. One more time on the other side. Keep the head centered. And back there again. So 1 foot at a time onto the floor. Let's roll over to the left side. So travel back with one of your blocks as well on this one. We'll follow that with some crocodile. I am all marching today, and it is not on purpose, believe me. I just realized. So squeeze that ball. Fantastico. So ball can be towards on your knees or your calf. Absolutely up to you. Excellent. So arm resting the fleshy part of that arm there. Top hands on your hips, so in front of you. Squeeze the navel in, pelvic floor, shoulders. Let's bring both legs up for one. And lower down. And again, 2. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pelvic floor, navel in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, we're going for 20, 19, and 20. You know the score there. Navel in, little gap between the waist. You have really tightened that corset, that lovely V at the back and at the front. Nice long waist. Let's go for some pulses. Squeeze that ball here. Really make sure we squeeze for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay there. We pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pulse. 2, 3. Squeeze. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One more. We pulse. 2. Should be on fire. Those in the thigh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's relax it there. So really right into that inner thigh, especially the low inner thigh, the one on the floor, which would be your left. For me, my left might be your right. And top of that hip there. So knees to knees, so extend the leg. Let's place the feet in front, so hips are nice and level there, equal length. Let's bring the hands on top of head, inhale to prepare, and exhale, let's start to open. So I've got a basket full of LPs. I want an old-fashioned LP player here. And bring your hands back to center. And again, exhale, let's open. Oh, can't open even more than that. And back to center. And again, fantastic. So beautiful, deeper spinal twist on this one. So it does a lot of things. Deeper spinal twist. Open at the top of the chest. And bring the hands back to center. I've just deviated. Exhale, open. And this time, just stay there. Breathe. Breathe. Breathing a little deeper through the right lung. One more time, inhale. And let's bring the hands back to center. Beautiful. So both legs together. With the top hand, let's push yourself up. Let's come into a lovely diagonal angle like so right foot in front of the left ankle there, yeah? So just doing a little bit of a mermaid. It's the other way. Sorry, I'm not used to be so close to you like that. And the other way there, fantastical. And bring your hands there. Little bit, so it could be a little lower like that, yeah? And center. And for those who want to next time, we're just going to push it up here. So turn the palms up and press it up or stay. Lovely. Stay with the movement, the stretches instead. We're not going to push it up that way, it's impossible. And let's do it one more time. Whoop. Push it up there. And let's come back down again. So let's come the other side this time with your side kicking and of course your crocodile and that mermaid thing. So traveling back with your block. Let's go the other way. So 20 up, and then we do 3 rounds of pulses and squeezes. Pulses, and squeezes. Beautiful. Got the lovely music at the background. Where is summer? We're on the promise. Wow, very brave. So wherever you are, I'm assuming you're at home or you maybe elsewhere. I hope you have a not such a great day. So let's come to the side there. Extend your arms in front of you. Nice long waist on both sides there. Hips are nice and level. Squeeze the ball. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, draw the navel in up, pelvic floor. Soften the ribs. That V in front. So up, leg up for 1. And lower down. And again, 2. And lower down. Keep the squeeze. 3. And 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. Little gap between the waist and that. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. So stay up there. We squeeze the ball for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And first, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and burst. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and burst. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and burst. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's come back down there. So let's breathe. Excusez-moi, les knees in front of you. I'm suffering with my asthma big time at the moment. So I do apologize. Okay. So hands on top of hands, inhale. And exhale, let's open, 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 open. Fantastico. And bring the hands back to center. And again, open, 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 open. Fabulous. Look behind you. And bring the hands back to center. Inhale. Exhale, we open, 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 open. And center. There's just a couple more, and on your last one, we're just going to hold it there after a while. And back to center. And this time, just stay there. Look over your shoulder, breathe. Really deeper twist. Adding some movement for your upper back. Adding a lovely stretch for the shoulder. A little bit of, when you look over the side, a little stretch also for the neck. It's a brilliant one, this one. Right for the digestive system as well. And bring your hand back to center there. Okay, so let's bend the bottom knee, top hands. Let's place it in front of you there. Let's bring the left heel in front. Shuffle the bottom to the side there. Inhale and exhale. And bye down again. Okay, sorry, I took you straight for it. Little stretch. And let's reverse it there. And again, up, 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 up. And back up there. So let's start. Yes, you may want to raise your hip if you wish. And again, raise the hips or not at all. Yes, well done. So it could be like that, straight leg, or one knee can be on the floor. And back down again. I can see you. Actually, I quite like this angle today because I really can see a bit more like when you are on top of my other bookshelf, actually. And let's go by down again. That's beautiful. So let's place both the sole of the feet together. We're going to give ourselves a little bit of these ones there. Excellent. So, cobbler. I am suspicious. My dogs are completely quiet today. I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. It's always very suspicious. Okay, so little movement from your hips there. Fabulous. Nice to spine. So you may want to stay upright at some point and just enjoy that simple stretch there. Or you may want to come forward, absolutely up to you. So on this one, again, if your knees are completely high there, it's quite difficult to do anything. So yeah, sit us on as many props as you wish. Yeah. So you could be sitting on 2, 3, 4 props. Sorry. Okay. Oh, no, that's all. So let's bring the feet a little bit further forward. One hand and a half with one hand, two hands between your groin and your heels. Inhale, and exhale, draw the navel in and let's fall forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Relax the jaws there, really relaxing the shoulders. And let's come all the way back up again. So let's bend those knees. We're going to do a little bit of bridges using that band there. Yes, need stretch, need strength. So yeah, I would say medium to light. If you've got a pack. And again, I'm very coordinated. It's brilliant on purpose. It's a grey band this time. I'm in grey, royal blue. Really not on purpose. So traveling back with that band. Let's hold yourself all the way down. Extend your arms. And let's hold yourself all the way down there. But in your bridge pose. So the closer the hips are towards your buttocks, the hardest. People with people with osteoporosis, again, sciatica, please do keep your knees in line with your hips. Not osteoporosis, sorry, sciatic or knees issue. Knees in line with your hips. But if you can, let's open your leg a little bit more wider there, parallel. So not too wide, though. Not as wider than your shoulders, as wide as your shoulders or a little closer. So turn your heels out a little bit. So tracking knees in line with your hips, ankle in line with your knees in line with your ankle, knees in line with the second, third toe. So relax your arms by your side. Sorry, chin a little tucked in, really grounding your shoulder blades down on that mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, draw the navel in up, pelvic floor activated, and the spine curl up. So tilt that pelvis, let's spine curl up onto that neutral bridge pose. Squeeze, press against the band. Inhale, and exhale, let's roll yourself all the way back down, rolling through the lower back to that neutral. And again, let's come all the way up, press to those hips, let's come all the way up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale at the top, but, and exhale, let's roll yourself all the way down. Beautiful. Back to that neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come all the way up. Really squeeze the butt. Press against that band. Inhale there. And roll yourself all the way back down again. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. All the way up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. All the way up. And lower yourself all the way down. Articulating while feeling every single vertebrae touching that mat again. There's just a couple more, yeah, that spinal wave. Squeeze the butt. So take it all the way up. Inhale. And exhale. Roll yourself all the way back down again. Lower back, mid back, back to that neutral. So let's just do those little bridge, big bridge. Those little, let's just do the pulses there. The little pulses at the end of the enraged pulses. So all the way up. Fantastico. So now, if you've got a little bit of kyphosis and the shoulders a little bit too forward, you can come into a hammock instead. So let me explain. We go a little lower, yeah, towards the bra strap, and we tuck the tail a little bit more on the pubic bone a little bit more towards your face. Yeah? So you tuck the tail. Yeah, we do that little pelvic tilt. Only if your shoulders are super rounded or you start to have a little bit of a quasimodo back, if you like, lordotic. Not à tout dégueu par le kyphosis. Yeah. So pick your poison there. Make sure we maintain that core and a tiny little pulses, hand range pulses for 1, 2, press against that band, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze 11, 13, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Open and close. We open for 2 and close. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Inhale. Let's roll yourself all the way back down again, rolling through the low back. Low, one vertebra at a time back up again. And let's just do this a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale, navel spine curl, up, 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 up. We come up, 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 up. And this time, maybe let's start to bring your arms to the ceiling, maybe, above your head. And make sure we maintain a diagonal here. Not play with those ribs at all, start to pop everything up. Excellent. So I'll keep my hand there for now. Inhale. Here we go. Little pulses for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take with that glutes really nice and strong. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Open and close for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Inhale and exhale. Let's roll yourself all the way back down, rolling through the low back, back to that neutral. One more. Inhale. Exhale all the way up, 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 up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lovely. So remember, you can lower down towards your breast strap and turn the tail a little bit more towards your face. Suffer from that load of goes really around your shoulders. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The hips are level. Make sure we're not rotating at the hip here, going all over the place. Squeeze the butt. Squeeze that butt as if the lap depending on it. Squeezing that butt like a fist. That's a brush. 2 more. Stay there. Open and close. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze the glutes. Really continue with squeezing the glutes. 7, 8, 9. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 10, 11. Navel in, breathe. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Let's hold yourself all the way back down. Lift your heels and feet together and stay there for a moment. Maybe let's have a little bit of a, I don't know. Ooh. Hopefully you find that feels good. So there's no need to take that bridge too high, yeah? At all. And really squeeze it like a fist, basically, when we go up and down. And I hope that it makes sense, when we do rounded shoulders. With those like something as well. I haven't seen in the flesh for a long, long time, so sometimes things change. If we are rounded shoulders as well, yeah, I gotta stay there. And we're a little bit too much like that sometimes. Tiny little pop. My head, these are too big, but I've got some smaller ones, just a tiny, tiny little, maybe that big. Yeah. Something as thick as that to place underneath the shoulders, it might help, especially with the alignment with the leg. Oh, a book! Look, I've got so many books there. That's Clive James, this one. Yeah, this, I can push it to the side there. It's lots more behind. Okay. You can have a little book like that, or something a bit bigger. Yeah, to make sure to help pressing the shoulder blades back down. Yeah. So it's only if you got this kind of posture. Anyway, so you guys, you stay on your mat for a moment and just come up. So let's get rid of that band. What exercises there? What's that? Right, that's the January 26th standard warm-up. Single side kick, crocodile. What is that? Side plank position, block between the knees. It's all over. more advanced stuff. Pelvic floor function. Sorry, I just saw it there. Anyway, so let's just stay down there. Let's get rid of your block. And let's just do a single leg stretch today. Only 12 on each, using that opposition. Yeah, a lovely little 100. We like the 100. So let's bring the block just. Oh, that's a huge block actually. We put it this way underneath the left kneecap. Bring the right leg up. Work from your neutral curve. So inhale to prepare. Draw the navel in and up, really keeping the ribs nice and in. Yeah, that V. Soften. Inhale, rib cage tight. Extend the right leg out. Bring the knee in. And again, extend, extend, extend. So knees come in line with the other knee. And again, exhale for 2, 3, sorry, and back in. Keeping a nice soft ribs down and in again. Exhale, extend. Bring that knee in. I'm not sure where this accent came from. Extend. Extend the leg. To beg your pardon, extend and back to center. And again, really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And in again. Exhale out. And in again. Couple more. Extend. Beautiful. And in again. Inhale, extend. And in again. Other side. Whoop. Squeeze. Inhale, extend. And back in again. Extend. And in again. So try to find a block that helps to keep that tracking knees in line with your hips here. Not in there, yeah? Once you come out of neutral, we start to tilt the pelvis. Pelvis and low back is not neutral anymore. Very good. The pelvis, the pelvic in neutral. And back in again. Extend. Back in again. Extend, lovely. And in again. Inhale, extend. And back in again. Keep the pelvic floor activated. Exhale out. And in. Out. One more. Exhale. And bring your knee back in again. So transferring the block between your knees this time. Squeeze. Again, osteoporosis. Keep your head down with that 100. And have your leg maybe a little bit further away so you can feel it through the lumbar, through the core, sorry. So primarily a core stability, this one. It's a great one as well to practice your lateral thoracic breath. And sometimes we teach a 3 to 7. Maybe we do a 3 to 7 next week. Or 4, 6, 4, 6 kind of breath, 4, 8 even. Inhale. Exhale, roll the shoulders all the way up, back and down. Slide your hands alongside the body. Draw the scapula down, not the chin. And here we go. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach the fingertips long. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend those legs. 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Oh, keep it there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. 2. Scapula, so the back muscle are working a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's bring the hands, the head back down. 1 foot at a time more to the floor. And let's place that block to one side there. Extend your legs in front of you. Give yourself so sorry, full body stretch there. Stretching through the left side. And we are done for today. Stretch through the left side. Stretch through the right side. Bring your hands alongside the body. Let's bend your knees. Give you yourself a nice little squeeze. And I'm going to disappear off. But if you wish to carry on, doing a little bit of a glute stretch because you work with those bridges. So this one we can't stretch the bridge, but you might need a little bit of a stretch through the buttocks. Bring the right ankle on top. And grabbing hold of your knees like that. Yeah. So do your keyboard stretch, or you can come into your pigeon if you prefer. And I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to teach my one-to-one mat and reformer. I will see you next week. No, I won't see you next week. I'm away next week. I will confirm that actually with you. But next week I will be away in Cyprus teaching like I did last year. So I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. I confirm again, yeah? See you in 2 weeks' time. Bye.